Welcome to episode 1 of Emulating Pelé, in conjunction with my other new series, Emulating Sir Alex Ferguson. Episode 1 of that will be up in an hour after this video goes live, so make sure you go over and check out that video as well. So, over 700 comments on the introduction video to this dual series that I'm doing, as you can see. So many, whoa, crazy amounts. So once again, I'm probably going to have to brace myself for the dislikes from those immature people out there that disliked the video because they haven't been picked, just like what happened on Emulating Ronaldo Series 2 back in November. I almost didn't bring back this series because of that. But at the same time, I had a load of you who really supported the series and have been tweeting me regularly, sort of saying, oh yeah, Emulating Ronaldo is great, can you do another one? And thanks to those people, I've decided to do this series. So, here we are. Over 50 players have been picked, but there are going to be disappointed people because 700 comments, only 50 people chosen, then it doesn't fit together, does it? And there's probably going to be angry people out there that say, oh, I've been applying every single time and I still haven't been picked. Well, that's the way it goes. At the end of the day, this is a YouTube series. It's not the end of the world if you don't make it in. If you're that bothered, go and make your own series, or perhaps just make 50 players on the editor and follow the career yourself. I've said it before, but I'd prefer you to just apply for this series if you're actually interested in following the series, whether your player's in it or not. There's lots of people out there that love watching the series that don't even apply, but find it interesting to follow the players and how they develop, which is great. You are the best people, to be honest, out there. The ones that apply or don't apply, but still watch whether you're picked or not, because that's what it's about. That's what I'm here for. That's what I'm trying to entertain you and make an interesting series for you guys. The people that just come along, apply, and then dislike the video and bugger off until the next one comes around, there's no point doing it. There really isn't. What's the point? So I think it's actually time to introduce our 50 players. There's over 50 players I've picked, in fact. Like I said, I've picked some that were loyal to me over the last few months, and the rest have been randomly picked. There's a massive mixture of nationalities, like I said, which is why the game is going to be very slow when I'm holidaying through. But anyway, I hope you find it fun. I've put a lot of hard work into this, so I would appreciate it if you left a like on this video. Also, if you want me to upload the Steam Workshop data file with all the players on to Steam Workshop, leave a like on this video. If it gets 200 likes, then I will upload it for episode 2 and put it in the description of that video. So it's time to introduce the players, guys. I'm going to go from strikers down to goalkeepers. Like I said, there's over 50 players. It may take a little while. And then at the end, I will show you a short list of all the players, which I will also upload to the Steam Workshop for episode 2, so you can find the players in the game a bit easier. Our first player is Fabricio Estasna, a Brazilian striker. We needed a couple of Brazilians in there. Like I said, I asked you to pick 5 top attributes. So you can see he's got finishing, passing, vision, off the ball, and agility probably. The others are all randomised, so they might end up being high, they might end up being low. Everyone's got -10 potential, meaning you can be between 170 and 200 potential. Everyone starts off at 130 current ability, so they've got the potential to be very good players, but it is randomised in each game. So in one game, Fabricio Statsa may have a potential 199, in another it may only be 171. So we can actually see that using the in-game editor. I won't do that for now. I don't want to ruin the surprise of how players will turn out on this series. Next up is the legend that is Work the Space. He tweeted me asking if he could be a player manager in the game, and who am I to say no to Jack? He's not taken up one of the 50 spaces, so before you ever moan and say he's been in it before in the past in Emulating Pelé, Messi, he's not taking up one of the spaces. I thought some of you may be interested to see another YouTuber, FM YouTuber in this series. So here we go, the Indian Work the Space, who's very tall, like in the other series he's been in. And for some reason, his picture is Ronaldo, the Brazilian Ronaldo. He must have the same ID number as the Ronaldo I made for Legends Reborn, that video I did. So yeah, we've got an Indian work the space who looks like the Brazilian Ronaldo. Next up, our first English player. For some reason I had a problem with the English players. They weren't appearing in the game when I loaded them up. So what I had to do was I had to make them all from Luxembourg, or the majority of them from Luxembourg. Some of them were working. And then I used the in-game editor to change them to English in this save. I don't know what the problem is. It's some sort of bug. Someone actually asked me via Steam that they were having the same problem as well and asked me what the problem was. I don't know. I couldn't work it out. So I had to change the nationality and change it with the in-game editor. It doesn't really matter. But here we go. Sam Lewis, striker. Time to speed it up a bit. Taylor Nelson, American. Some witty person decided to be called Sir Pelé Ferguson, and he came out of the hat. Here we go. He's Brazilian and half Scottish as well. Next up is Petty, or Pete, maybe, is a Peruvian striker. Our first Maltese player, Ryan Mikalev, who is a striker and attacking midfielder. Alex Mub, or MBB, not sure how to pronounce that, a Dutch attacker midfielder or striker. Navarre Bilbao, he asked me if he could join Athletic Bilbao. So I said, yeah, sure, and he's going to be joining Athletic Bilbao on this save. Next up is Oliver Grande from America. I think he's half Italian as well. Wang Haibo, the famous South Korean striker from, you may remember from putting your Football Manager achievements on your CV, the Facebook page. Someone's wanted him to be in it, and he was selected, and here we go. Alfredo Garcia, a Gibraltar player. Dan Steele from Andorra. Then we've got Adam Mousey from Egypt, an attacking midfielder. Then we've got Leon, Spanish name, but he's from Finland. Mitchell Katoni from Australia. Anas Rama from Sri Lanka. I think he's half Indian as well. Then we've got another Finnish player, Danny Welle, who is an attacking midfielder left or a striker. Next up is Milsey from Austria, a winger. Then we have Wasad Radio, who is from Rwanda and has decided to take the surname of the infamous Broccoli Radio from the last series. Matt Howitt, an English attacking midfielder or winger or striker. Ted Jackson from Nigeria is next. Then we have Gil Canario from Portugal. Next up is Will Mothorpe from Wales. I think we've got 2 Welsh players in the series. Up next we have Maximiliano Ilando from San Marino. We always try and have a San Marino player in the series, and there's usually a few people that put San Marino or Andorra down as a nationality. Gibraltar seems to be the popular one this time round. Next up is our other Welsh player, Mark Eads, or Edis, maybe. Sorry if I pronounce that wrong. Sorry if I pronounce your name wrong in general, guys. Then we have Janu Hankleuk from Germany. Up next is John Johnson from Scotland. Victor Santana from Romania, who is a winger. Dwayne Flanagan from Northern Ireland. Then we've got Skippy from Holland, or the Netherlands. Up next is Alex Kenny from Canada. I've had more and more North American people watching me. Lots of Americans and Canadians commenting on the series and on my videos in general. So here we go, we've got a Canadian in the series. Whether Alex is actually from Canada, I don't know, but still, for those of you Canadians out there, you can support this guy if you fancy. Up next is Marcus Ralphson from England. Of course, we're going to have more English players in this because we've got a bigger majority of people from England commenting on my channel. There are quite a few people from Ireland and Scotland and Wales and Northern Ireland as well. Kai Harrop decided to be from St Kitts and Nevis. There's also a lot of Scandinavians that support the channel, comment on my videos, and we've got a Swedish guy here, Philip Ekstrand. Up next is Daniel Turner from Australia. Looks quite versatile. Looks very strong. Probably the strongest player we've seen yet in terms of attributes, I would say. Next up is Ryan Bray from England. And then there's me from the Faroe Islands. As always, I always creep myself in the game just for a bit of added interest, personal interest. And I've decided to make myself from Faroe Islands. I think my second nationality is from Luxembourg. So someone decided to put Percy Percivillian down, And here we go. He's from Iceland. He's half Scottish as well. He's a left wing back. Well, I don't know whether I choose to be playing for Iceland or Scotland. I guess that's one thing we'll find out. Up next is Paul Wanless, who's English, half Norwegian. You may know him from FM Central. Up next is Jamaroon Karome, who's German. Up next is Ali Adul, or is it meant to? Oh, I may have spelt your name wrong there. I think it might meant to be Abul, so I can change that if need be. But with the set nickname tool. But anyway, he's from Kuwait. But let me know if it is Ali Abul or Abdul. I think I may have messed up slightly. Then we have Danilio Skripchenko from Ukraine, who's a centre-back. Then we have Danendra Sakti from Indonesia. Christopher Kvikstad from Norway. Mads Knudsen from Denmark. And we've got Tomislav Benko, a left-back from Croatia. Borm Lakar from Slovenia. Baked Benz from Switzerland. Then we have John Colkeen from Ireland. And another Irish right-back, Toddwood Herrera-Mato. Who's going to be the number one Irish right-back? Up next is Football Manager HD, who's from Holland. I think we've had a few Dutch players, but quite a few Dutch people do watch me. Whether you're all from Holland or not, I don't know. And we've got Fulltime FM, who's a goalkeeper, and he's English. And Procrastinator FM, another English goalkeeper, so there's going to be a battle for the England number 1 jersey, I'm sure. Then we've got a Northern Irish keeper, Matt Jones. And a goalkeeper from Mali, I believe, Dini Mack. And lastly, a Japanese goalkeeper, Kenji Kimura. So there we go. Hopefully I didn't miss anyone out from the shortlist. If I did, I do apologise. You may see your name here and think, oh wait, you didn't show me. But yeah, at least you're in it, if I did miss you out. Thank you for watching this episode 1. Please check out episode 1 of Emulating Sir Alex Ferguson as well when it goes up. You may be in that series, but you may not be in this one. You won't be in both, that's to be sure. Although we may follow the career of Work the Space in both if he becomes a manager. But I think he's going to become a player, to be honest. Once again, thank you for the support on this series. Thank you for all the interest in it. To have that many people comment on it is amazing. I do hope you're kind to me and don't dislike the video because you weren't selected, because there's always next time. And if you do dislike it, and I get lots of dislikes, it's just going to put me off again from doing it. So, yeah, thanks for the support, and I'll see you in episode 2, where we will holiday 1 season until we're age 17, turning on 18. I think we're born in the 1st of September, so each update will sort of be at the end of our 17th year. And see how many people have managed to get clubs. Hopefully the majority of people get clubs in the first year. Some people may have a problem because of age restrictions of certain countries, but we'll see. Anyway, tune in for episode 2. See you guys. Welcome to episode 1 of Emulating Pelé. Pelé? You fool.